Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic 2015. So for Friday Night Magic this week, I am going to be running a red, blue and white token deck. So with the release of some of the new cards, I think you see like the Pyromancer one, the Young Pyromancer, something like that. The one which basically spawns a token every time that you use... What's what I'm looking for? It's every time you play a spell, a sorcerer instant, you can put a token on the board. It kind of inspired me to make a blue, red and white token deck of some description. So this is looking pretty insane so far. I've got 2 triplicate spirits, a Brimaz, and all the mana I need. So this is pretty much an excellent start for this deck. So I can't really complain too much. And we've got the Raise the Alarm. This is insane. I can't believe how well this start's gone so far. Couldn't have asked for a more perfect start for this deck. None of the blue, but the blue do generate tokens, so I've got a Towerand, and I have some card draw, so I've got things like the military intelligence and stuff like that. Not necessarily win condition, it's just loads and loads of different ways of winning this deck. It's just a swarm deck, which is excellent. Obviously you got to include the Brimaz in a token deck, because all it does is generate tokens, so he's been able to do nothing that turn. There we go, so we've got some blue mana for later on, so play the Azorius Guildgate. Now, do I swing in with... So I definitely want to swing with Brimaz because I can tap him as well and play triplicate spirits, which will be good. So I'll do that. So I'm going to swing him just Brimaz this turn. He will generate a token which I can tap, and then I'll basically play the triplicate spirits and tap my 2 goblins and tap the cat soldier that I just produced as well. Okay, and then I'm going to play triplicate spirits. So we'll tap you and you. So confirm, there we go. So I get 3 flying creatures and a Brimaz, and then next turn I think Seraph of the Masses might have to come down, just because I've got more than enough mana for it now if you include the convoke cost. So he's inspiring himself, he's desperate for the mana. I can't really blame him there, not desperate for the mana, desperate for something to get himself out of this huge hole he's found himself in already. And we've got a reprisal for dealing with any big creatures. Now, what do I want to do this turn? I mean, I could swing in with you and you, generate another token which I can tap. So how much would I need for the Seraph for the Masses? I would need... I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'd need 3 remaining. So if we go to continue, I need to leave at least the Goblin. So I need to can swing in with you and you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to leave 3 open, so I can swing in with you and... actually no, I can swing in 1, 2, 3, because I'm going to generate another cat token which I can tap. So yeah, let's attack like that. That'll be perfect. Actually, I could have even swung in with one of those goblins as well, as I got an extra cat, which I'd totally forgotten about. So he's down to 6. And then we're going to play the Seraph of the Masses. So we need to do 1, 2, and 3, I believe. There we go. And we play a huge 9/9 Seraph of the Masses. Only one in the deck, but it's too tasty to resist with all these kind of this massive swarm of creatures which I can convoke it upon. Man, this card is insane in a token deck. It's like, at this point, do you give up? He's got 7 cards, nothing on the board, he's done no damage to me. And there we go, so he's been replaced by the AI. Can hardly blame him. So he's just going to dig back his one of his inspirations. Fair enough, and that's all he can do because I'd swing at your face with everything I've got. So what did he say? Got only lands? Wow, sucks to be him. I'm not complaining because we got off to a really good start there, so that's a win for game number 1 today. Once this goes through. I'll see you in a sec for the second game. Okay guys, so for this game we're playing Packet. I'm not keeping this hand as I've only got 1 blue mana, so I'm going to draw a new hand, see what we get. I think I can definitely keep this one. Yeah, I'm going to keep this hand. We'll start with the Guildgate, as we don't really need to go any faster. So I do have the Triplicate Spirits. The Chasm Skulker could be pretty good. I don't know what kind of deck he's running. Some kind of black at the moment. Okay, quest for the Gravelord, fair enough. Okay, so this could be a mono black deck if it's Quest for the Gravelord, so I think we might drop a mountain this turn and then just go through to so how many creatures does that need? 3 quest counters. That's pretty terrifying, but so I basically don't want to kill off too much of his stuff too early unless I can get my Chasm Skulker a bit bigger. So yeah, this is looking like a mono black deck, which is interesting. Not seen one of them for a little while. Oh, very nice. The Krenko's command is good here, but what I want to get down this turn is the Chasm Skulker. Reason being is so I can start getting it pumped up every time I draw a card, which is nice. Hopefully he's got no way of getting rid of it, which would really upset me, which being a black deck he probably has. And what he'd do is, nope. So we've got Giant Scorpion, fair enough. I can't quite shock that, unfortunately, which is rather frustrating. So that will get pumped, which is what I want. There we go. Play the island. So I'm thinking of playing Mentor of the Meek this turn. Yeah, that'll probably be pretty good. Reason being is that I can then drop down a Krenko's command next turn. So we're obviously not going to swing because I want my Chasm Skulker to get pumped up more and I don't want it being Death Touch quite this soon. Skip my attack, drop down the Mentor of the Meek, and then I can draw 2 cards next turn, which will pump up my Chasm Skulker even further, which is just pure insanity. I mean, I could also double shock that if I really wanted to, but no point doing that if I don't need to. So we got here then Tormented Hero. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, he also enters the battlefield tapped. So that's weird. That's gone really crazy there. This is a blue-focused theme this time. So yeah, whenever a spell is cast that targets Tormented Hero, I lose 1 life and he gains 1 life, basically. So I think we are going to do the Krenko's command this turn. So what we're going to do is just skip the attack, play the Krenko's command. I will get the Triplicate Spirits down next turn, I think. Yeah, that would work out quite well. So I'm going to double draw here, pay 1 and draw a card. Yep, blue, because I want to keep a red land open. We've got another Chasm Skulker, pretty good. I don't think it's legendary, so I can have 2 of them down at the same time. And then I will draw another one. So yep, blue mana, so I keep the shock open just to be on the safe side. There we go, so this is up to 5 already. So we've got a nice 5/5 creature. And we drew into another land as well, which is always useful. Mind Rot, so I have to discard 2 cards, not the end of the world, so I'll toss away a Chasm Skulker, and I think I'll toss away my Plains. So I'll keep my Shocks and my Triplicate Spirits. Why do I need a second Chasm Skulker when I've already got one on the battlefield? I may as well just get rid of it. And I think I may shock that 2/1, just get rid of it. Creatures, you. It's only when he targets it with a spell that I lose 1 life, so so that gets a quest counter on it, so not the end of the world. Ooh, we get the military intelligence though, which is good. So I'm going to play this now, pre-combat, obviously. And then we're going to go through the combat. I'm going to swing in with the 2/1/1s, I think. Like so. So I will draw a card from the military intelligence. Nice, another land. That will get pumped up. So this is pretty good now, this one. See what he does. I want him to block, ideally, so I can kill it off with the shock. There we go. He may get a 5/5 down, but I'm not really too fussed about that. So he's watching damage effects, and then I'm just going to pause, shock, creatures, you. Okay, so he gets a 5/5, but I've got a 7/7, so I'd rather have that than a Death Touch creature. And then we'll just play the Guild Gate to finish off the turn. I mean, I've got the Triplicate Spirits down to activate Military Intelligence in future, and to also activate my Mentor of the Meek, so why didn't he... I think he missed that, so Flesh to Dust, what's he doing that? My 7/7? You didn't realise you're about to drop down lots and lots of big creatures here. I get, I think, 6 with Island Walk, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, I'll pay 1 and draw a card. I'll draw 2 cards here. Awesome. So all he's got is a 5/5 down, and I've got lots down. I mean, a lot. I mean, I could defend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I could just block that with 5 of these, and I wouldn't really care too much. I'm fairly sure I can out DPS him at this point. Come on, Packet. Come on. You can do it. You can screw up a little bit more. He's only down to 2 cards as well, and I've got an absolute massive card draw engine right here with all the little creatures activating Mentor of the Meek. Oh! Slam dunk! Phantom General in the house. Oh, that is just beautiful. Just beautiful. And I get to draw from it as well, which is even more crazy. Yes, please. Oh! Trumpet Blast! Oh! He's screwed. I'm going to attack with all and then withdraw my Mentor of the Meek, I think, and then just swing in with all this jazz. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to raise the alarm. It just doesn't get any better than this, guys. This is living the dream, this deck. It's insane. Oh, that's a shame. You're down to 7 health. Aww. And I don't think there's a black bass removal card in this game, this version of the game, from what I remember. Can't remember what it is off the top of my head, though. Don't quote me on that, of course. So I won't draw anything from this, but I think I'm going to drop the Krenko's Command. I mean, the Trumpet Blast has pretty much got this game sealed anyway. Maybe I should have saved that, actually, just in case he... damn, I should have actually saved that. In case he did have any way of mass removaling. No, Runescar Demon, that's not going to help. You're screwed. You can't do anything. Because I've got the Trumpet Blast as well, which is just pure insanity. Oh man, this deck is awesome. I love this deck. And I put it together myself. I legitimately made this deck all by myself, which is what I'm quite pleased about as well. I haven't borrowed this from anywhere. I theory crafted and put this deck together myself. And it is amazing. I'm really enjoying this deck. For some reason, I absolutely love token decks. For some reason, I just love the way they play. All the different mechanics you've got for it. I mean, I think another one I've got, another card in here, Raid Bombardment, synergizes up so well with this deck as well. Because all you've got is just a board full of little creatures which basically deal direct damage straight to your opponent's face. Oh, wow, look at it. Just all of the tokens right now. So we're just going to attack with all. We don't even need to use a Trumpet Blast at this point. I'm probably going to. Oh, look, there's Talrand. Hello, Talrand. Yeah, you can't do anything, mate. You've got no lands open and only 2 creatures to block. And then all I'm going to do is Trumpet Blast as well, so... I think if this is the point where it goes, ah, shit! This is where we just take the piss. Rah! Fantastic. I'll see you in a sec for game number 3, guys. Minus 31. Come on, game end. We ain't got all day here. I want to watch me win. Wow, I just realised he had like a huge pile as well. No wonder he didn't find what he wanted. Come on. Stupid game. Come on, I won. Is he just like trolling me now? I know I won this because he's on minus 31. I'm just going to take a quick drink while I'm waiting for this guy to bugger off. Okay, everybody, so here we are for a third and probably final game. That was far too many lands to be starting off with, whereas this one looks a lot better. So hopefully we can draw into a white mana fairly soon. So yeah, even if I lose this one, which I'm hoping I don't. Ooh, very nice. We've got the Young Pyromancer, which you can drop down next turn and start activating it with the shocks. So we can start getting all those delicious tokens for a Trumpet Blast, which we've got double of. Because I could do 1 white mana to get the Brimaz down as well. Get that token engine generating. That made absolutely no sense. Ooh, there we go. The Boros Guildgate. That's what we need. So... I'm going to play this one this turn, just so I can get Brimaz down next turn. I mean, I'd rather get the Brimaz down first, if that makes sense, and get him kind of dealing damage, generating tokens, than get the Young Pyromancer down and just have the odd couple of tokens. So he's done nothing. Is this some kind of green, black, red ramp, maybe. So I've got the reprisal for that. So let's get the Brimaz down. So everything's just going to skip. Tribute to Hunger. Oh, you son of a... That was my Brimaz! I'm not impressed by that. That is not cool. That's not cricket. That was my Brimaz. I was not expecting that, put it that way. Especially not in a red, black, green. That was like the most random thing I've ever seen. Okay, so we'll try the Young Pyromancer this turn. Oh, come on! So this is taking the piss a little bit. There's nothing I could really do about those last two. They were basically just hard removal both times. Yeah. In hindsight, I wish I'd played a token before that Tribute to Hunger came down. At least he would have... But how was I supposed to know? He had... oh, wow, look, what's he going to bring back now? Probably Tribute to Hunger, maybe? Nope, August Spree. Fair enough. Okay, Goblin Rabblemaster. Don't want to play you at the moment, so... You I want to come down later on. As I know that you are going to get August Spreed, basically. So I want to play him for maximum effect later on. So we've got Stormbreath Dragon here. Can I play Reprisal? No, because it's an instant. Why can't I play Reprisal? Why can't I play this? This is weird. Oh, that got protection from white. Oh, I may have to double shock that then. Yeah, I was just going to reprisal it, and then I forgot that this dragon actually has protection from white, so I just had to get rid of it there, basically. Okay, so we've got Mentor of the Meek, which is good, but I don't really want to play it at the moment. Reason being is that all it's going to do is be August Breed. Although I suppose... I think I might play Goblin Rabblemaster, knowing that's going to get August Breed. And then the logic being is that I can then play the Mentor of the Meek, hopefully a bit safer. That is my logic there. If that makes sense to you guys, I hope it does. Because I'd rather have this one down for the card draw with the Raise the Alarm than have the Goblin Rabblemaster producing tokens. I think that makes sense. It makes sense in my head anyway. So at least I know that that's gotten rid of. So any other big creatures I know that I can get rid of with Reprisal, which will be next turn. Okay. Just wonder what he's digging for. I think I get to see it as he kind of leafs through it. Nope, I don't get to see it. Okay. So he didn't have to reveal it. Fair enough. So, ooh, very nice Phantom General as well. So I am just going to Reprisal the 6/6. I know it's an instant, but I want to do it now so I can swing him with both my creatures. And that generates a Goblin for me, and I can swing him with all three. There we go. So this gets pumped up to a 4/2. So I'm not doing too badly at the moment here. I'm hanging in there. Could do with one more mana, really. Ideally. Or two. I suppose the Trumpet Blast is going to be fairly effective later on. August Spree, yeah, so he's going to August Spree my Rabblemaster, I'm guessing. Yep. He couldn't exactly keep that hanging around, and he's got Gravedigger, so what's he going to dig up? Creature card from your graveyard to your hand, so I'm guessing that's going to be the dragon, because I can't get rid of that. Nope, the Runescarred Demon, interesting. Oh no, I can't get rid of any of them. Crap. Oh, and there comes a second Reprisal, very nice. So, I mean, I think I might play Mentor of the Meek this turn, thinking that... Or do I play the Razier? Or do I just not play anything? I think I'm just going to skip my attack here. Do I play something now? And allow him to draw that? Well, he's going to be able to play that anyway, so I may as well try and get down the Mentor of the Meek and start getting some card draw going. That is the theory, of course. So he's going to play the Runescarred Demon, which I'm going to Reprisal next turn. I think. So he's going to draw a card there. I have no idea what the card is. End of his turn. Oh, very nice. Triplicate Spirits, that's what I like to see, but I think I am just going to reprisal the 6/6 this turn. There we go. And then skip my attack. No point swinging him. Yeah, I'm really mana screwed at the moment, which is not good, but I am dealing with all his threats at the moment, I suppose. Oh, come on, not another August Spree. Didn't even get to draw anything off of that. That's the frustrating part. So that's why August Spree is a very good card. Oh, very nice. So we've got the planes that we were desperately looking for before, but didn't quite get. So I could either play Triplicate Spirits this turn, or I could play... I think Triplicate Spirits might be the better of the two cards to play here. I know it's... Oh no, it is a sorcery, so I have to do it now. So I'm going to do that. There we go. Play you now, so that way I can play the Raise the Alarm next turn. I do also have the Phantom General, which I can play now as well, which could be insane. As he does have 2 August Sprees in the graveyard, so my Phantom General is starting to look a lot better now. Okay, so he's going to attack in, which I don't care about, so I'm going to let that go through. Skip my attack there. That's fine. What's he going to play? So he's going to play Anger of the Gods. Oh! That was not fun. Not fun indeed. So I think I'm just going to play Krenko's Command here. Play the Raise the Alarm at the end of his turn. So he's played an Anger of the Gods, which is probably the biggest weakness of this deck, is that particular card, as it just basically board wipes my entire board, which is not fun. He's going to play a Charmbreakers. Oh, that's not fun at all. So I'm going to play the Raise the Alarm here. Could have done with that planes earlier, but hey-ho. I think I'm just going to play Phantom General here. And skip combat. Yeah, I'm going to skip... Oh, I don't want it being taken out by Charmbreakers. So he does get that back. Was he going to get an August Spree? Fair enough. So I'd have to sacrifice one of these. Sorry, not August Spree. Tribute to Hunger even. And that gets pumped up as well. So goodbye one of my goblins. He gets 2 health back. Ground Assault. I'm guessing that's going to be my Phantom General. Yep. I think I may be a little bit screwed here, especially if he's got 1 or 2 more spells that he can play. And I've got no way of really blocking that, so I've got to just sacrifice one of my creatures, I suppose. As it's not got Trample, obviously, so all I have to do is throw away one of my tokens. Where were all these lands earlier, you know? So I'm pretty much screwed here. I don't really think there's anything I can do right now. So he gets an August Spree back, so this is where I'm basically a little bit screwed, I think. So yeah, that Anger of the Gods was probably the worst thing that could happen to me. Oh great, an Indulgent Tormentor as well. Yeah, I think that Anger of the Gods, I think if he hadn't had that, if he hadn't drawn that at all, I would probably have won by now, because I would have had the 2 Trumpet Blasts and the mass amount of troops to throw in there. But with the Charmbreakers basically pulling back instants and sorcery spells every turn, I do have the Military Intelligence, which I can't play because apparently I've drawn no blue land this turn. So yeah, I think this is game over for me now. So I'm just going to attack. See if he blocks. And I'm just going to Trumpet Blast. Get off his Indulgent Tormentor, if I can. Just because it's kind of like... and he's going to give it Undying anyway, so what the hell? Yeah, so that gets pumped up, that goes Undying. Yeah, so I'm... Yeah, that really sucks. So that comes back as a 6/4. So I think that's GG. So I'm going to concede here and go show you the deck, guys. Okay guys, so here's the deck. So we've got, obviously, you've seen the Reprisal, 2 cards for dealing with big threats to get them out of the way. 4 Raise the Alarms for generating tokens and activating on anything that requires an instant or sorcery spell activation. Brimaz for just a really good Vigilance body that generates tokens as well. Mentor of the Meek, good card draw engine with all the little weenies coming onto the board. Phantom General, just the one of them, just in case, just for those odd situations where you can pump up lots and lots of tokens. Triplicate Spirits for generating even more tokens. Seraph for the Masses for taking advantage of all the little creatures on the board. Military Intelligence for the card draw. Chasm Skulker for both a big creature and the token generation you can possibly get from it. Taoran didn't come up unfortunately, but obviously it generates a 2/2 blue Drake whenever you play one of your instant or sorcery spells. Shock for some removal and also triggering things such as Taoran and Young Pyromancer, which we didn't get to see as he got taken out fairly quickly. Krenko's Command, generating tokens and activating Young Pyromancer and Taoran. Rabblemaster, great card in this deck, generates tokens, can swing in itself, pretty good. Raid Bombardment didn't come up, but whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, which is pretty much every single one of my token, it deals 1 damage to defending player. And then finally Trumpet Blast to deal mass damage with lots of weenies on the board. Finally for the lands, we've got 7 white, 5 blue, 5 red. 2 of the Azorius and the Boros Guild Gates, and 1 of the Izzet Guild Gate. So that's the deck, that's some games. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you've enjoyed the episode. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.